It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Porzingis. He's out there with Anthony. Aflalo is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Galloway in at the point guard position. And he gets it to go.
You know, watching Aaron Aflalo, incredible form on his jumper, excellent mid-range shooter who's made himself into one of the league's better three-point shooters, too.
Now, here's Bryant. The pass to Hibbert. Shoots from the elbow. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. And Aflalo kicks to Galloway. There's a good screen. Pass to Porzingis. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Derek Fisher for a moment. When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Here's Galloway. Pass to Porzingis. The feed to Aflalo. Drilled from 11 feet out. Aflalo's got 5.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots and typically good things happen.
Hibbert with the screen. The drive by Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Galloway, the pass to Anthony. Here's Porzingis. Fade away. Bryant with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Russell. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Second free throw, no good.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Lopez a screen. Porzingis passes to Aflalo. Nice D from Russell.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation. That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Here's Galloway. He's defended by Randall. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. There's the dish to Galloway. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Porzingis, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Kobe can't hit. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Galloway, the pass to Anthony. Passes it to Porzingis. Dishes it to Aflalo. The baseline J. That one wide left. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant, stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game. Clarkson dishes to Russell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Randall. Nick Young's checked in for Bryant. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Clarkson. Calderon kicks to Williams. Russell against Grant. There's a screen by Williams. Back to Grant. Lets it go from deep. Here's Serafin. Can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers the other way. And Young, here we go. That gives them the lead. Young's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Kicks to Serafin. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Serafin's got his first 2 points.
You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Grant against Russell. Grant the pass to O'Quinn. Some nice passing by New York here. Shot's good for Serafin. Serafin's got his second bucket tonight.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
That's tipped. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus offensively.
Just getting to the basket more, being able to finish with the defender in front of me. I think getting to the line a lot more as well. I think, getting to the line and finishing at the basket.
2 huge improvements for him. Greg, can he do more?
Definitely. He's already taken a big leap forward, and there's plenty more room for him to grow. He could become a real beast in this league.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
And really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. Nick Young and Kobe Bryant filling out the wings. Brandon Bass is out there with Robert Sacre, and it's Williams at the 1. They set the pick. On the wing, Bryant. He's guarded by Aflalo. Sacre's shot is off.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Bryant against Calderon. The pass to Aflalo. The 3. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Williams attacking. The kick out to Young from the wing, and he gets it to go. Young's got his second bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And the Lakers with some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Robert Sacre. Julius Randle comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Nick Young. Then for the Knicks, Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Porzingis comes in for Jose Calderon. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Grant. And Aflalo kicks to Anthony. They set the pick. And the shot no good, a bit short. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Porzingis. Feeds to Galloway. New York needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Anthony. The shot no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Randle dishes to Clarkson. Outside Williams. Launches a 3. And again Los Angeles with the triple.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Outside Anthony. To stop the run. That's good.
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Kobe kicks to Williams. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hibbert with a screen for Williams. 13 feet away. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Knicks trail by 4. Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. 1:58 left to play here in the half. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by New York.
You know, with Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. That's why he's best suited as a 6th man, in my opinion. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Randle. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Porzingis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. He dishes it to Anthony. There's the pick. And Hibbert with the block.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Hibbert with the screen. Here's Clarkson. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Williams certainly does personify that sixth-man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are.
For Los Angeles, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. Free throw good. Clarkson, a big group substitution here for the Lakers. Sacre is checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Nick Young's checked in for Bryant. And it's Russell in for Lou Williams. And both free throws good for Clarkson. A big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
There's 49 seconds left here in the second. Russell kicks to Clarkson. He feeds it to Bass. 16 feet away. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's the screen. Now Calderon. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He kicks it to Serafin. The rebound by Sacre.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Back to Young. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. Grant. And the first half is now in the books. Los Angeles on top, up by 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Well, just communication. They trusted one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going some way, somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots, and we'll be fine.
Melo, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They showed their superiority in the second quarter and got well out in front, taking a 9-point lead into the locker room at the half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
One problem is that they didn't show enough aggressiveness on the boards. When you start losing a game, that's when you're supposed to tighten up and toughen up. Your pride has to be challenged, and you need to rise to the occasion. They've got to be more aggressive as a team, and that will cut into the lead.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. We've seen Aaron Aflalo really having a great game.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half, they've got Afflalo. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Galloway in at the point. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Afflalo. And now it's a double-digit lead. Randall's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Lakers. Galloway kicks to Anthony. Rebound the Lakers. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Here's Lopez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant. He pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up. Field goal percentage was the worst of his career. He just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team, and it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And guys, you know Kobe Bryant, words can't describe what he's meant to his team, really to the league and the game of basketball. You just wonder when he's finally going to say, you know what, I've done all I can do. That's enough. Retirement's been hinted at, but until I see it, knowing how competitive Kobe is, I just won't believe it.
Russell kicks to Hibbert. Takes a shot at the elbow. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night. Knicks trail by 11. Galloway, the pass to Afflalo. New York moving the ball around. Here's Anthony. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Anthony's got 6. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. The focus of this discussion was getting their offense to run through Afflalo. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And the Lakers have possession. They've led by as many as 11 points. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Knicks trail by 7. Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. There's Galloway, defended by Bryant. Ball's knocked loose. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
And he sinks the second.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
Shot clock at 5. And it's Russell in the corner. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Kobe's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Lakers were awful in a lot of aspects last season, and their play at home was a major one. Greg, they just couldn't do anything at home, and I think the fans were giving up hope as well.
And given how pricey those Laker tickets are, Kevin,
yeah.
there was a lot to be salty about in Lakerland. So can't be a bottom dweller and charge that much for seats.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Russell. Fires from 14 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, the Lakers were a bottom dweller last year. I mean, their home record was 12-29, guys. That was tied for the second worst mark in the NBA.
And it's Hibbert missing.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And a follow wide open. He shoots. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That is his first foul of the game. The Knicks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Young is subbed in for Kobe. Lakers leading by 6. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. They get the rebound. Sacre. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know, guys, a lot of the problems for the Lakers at home last season was with their shooting. They had the lowest three-point percentage in the league at home. Not exactly friendly bounces for them.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. He hits the second from the line. Greg, as you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. So they struggled shooting when they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive. Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Knicks trail by 7. Grant dishes to Seraphin. They set the screen. Calderon kicks to O'Quinn. It's stolen by Bass. Young outside. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Young's got 9 points.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Calderon passes to Seraphin. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:05 left to play in the third. And Young, here we go. Now the feed to Bass. Young dishes to Sacre. Back to Young. Three-pointer. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Anthony against Young. Anthony kicks to Grant. The dish to O'Quinn. 6 to shoot. Outside Anthony. Offensive rebound.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
They set the screen. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Williams. No good. Grant. It's off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers lead by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Clarkson kicks to Randall. Bryant has the open look. Can't hit. So New York will take it the other way. Here's Galloway. Passes to Porzingis. Here's Aflalo. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Aflalo's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. Lakers leading by 10. Hibbert with a screen on Williams. Out to the right wing. The drive by Russell. And good on the basket. Book it.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
Knicks trail by 12. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And here's Aflalo for 3. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Clarkson passes to Russell. Dishes it to Hibbert. On the wing, Bryant. He's guarded by Williams. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First one falls for him. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Clarkson. It's blocked. Here's Aflalo. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers leading by 5.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Russell. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you, Doris.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
Anthony's checked in for the Knicks. Both shots good from the stripe.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Galloway. And there's the pass to Porzingis. On the wing of Aflalo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Russell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Lakers leading by 5. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And that one good from Clarkson.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
To the paint, here's Lopez. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Russell kicks to Bryant. Randall with a screen for Kobe. The second chance effort. Excellent D there from Aflalo.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
17-foot shot on the way. LA's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. The drive by Russell. Kicks it to Clarkson. Pass to Hibbert. 13 feet away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Lou Williams is checked in for Clarkson. There's a minute 40 left here in the 4th quarter. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Anthony. The Lakers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Hibbert with the screen. Outside, Russell. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Kobe can't hit.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Anthony drives in, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And he does get the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
.107 left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Randall. Outside, Russell. To the paint. 5 to shoot. Randall no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Kobe against Anthony. 9 feet out. Can't get it to go. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
It's good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Just a fantastic effort they're getting from Anthony right now.
Bryant dishes to Russell. Back to Kobe. To win it. Got it!
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Shaq, and he's not always known to make the big headlines or get a lot of media attention, but he does make the big plays, and he made them throughout this one.
His accuracy from the field was.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just